Rebecca's outfit! I'm suddenly sober.
I work for you.
You too.
You're welcome, New Jersey. How you doing?
How you doing?
Hey!
Welcome to Jersey, babes. Good to see you.
Thank you for having me, Mr. Ehrenberg.
Oh, it's my pleasure, of course.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, you know what? This has been a fantastic weekend, has it not? This is really the heartland of the passionate one, sir. This is an amazing, you guys are an amazing crowd. Such great comments, great questions. And it's really been a fun weekend for all of us. And we're so excited to have you here today, as always. Every time I see you, it's fantastic.
I know.
Congrats. I was so excited when I heard you were back on the season 7. Sure.
I'll teach you in the green room.
All right, we'll work on that later. I'll be back for you in a bit. Everybody, enjoy your time. Let's hear it one more time with an incredible welcome for Sexy Betsy.
Thank you. Love you.
All right, love you too.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Great, big, sexy crowd. This is so exciting. I love my life. Okay, let's do questions. Let's start with you. Hello.
Expect your character to go to wicked to evil when you first started on Once Upon a Time?
Evil? I'm wicked. What do you mean?
Like, you started as a wicked witch, but then you slowly turned into a good person.
Oh, you mean like from villain to hero sort of thingy-majig? Not really. I didn't expect to, you know, I don't know, save everyone. You're welcome. Not one thank you card. Thank you! Thank you! Sacrifice my magic for those people who saw it and nobody said anything! Jesus said a little something like, you know, I'm really proud of you, but whatever. Like, it's a massive deal as a villain to give up your magic, but whatever. I'll do that again. The answer is no, I didn't. But, you know, I think my character will always have a little bit of wickedness in him, you know? Thank you. Very cute. Hi!
Hi Max, I'm Izzy, and my question is, on your Instagram stories and your Snapchat, you make like screeching noises when you see when you're with Bella, so I was gonna ask, can you do that?
What's weird? I think because my dog is from Malibu, I speak to her as if, I don't know, so when I speak to Bella, I imagine that that's her accent. And what's weird is Bella only understands me if I speak to her in an American accent. I go, come on Bella, let's go for a walk. She's like, whatever. I'm interested. I'm like, wanna go outside? She's like, yeah! Like, she always understands American. But I'd like to apologise for my annoying voices when I talk to my dog. It's really out of my control. I can't help it. But it's like, the more high-pitched and annoying I am, the more of a tail wag I get. So I'm doing it. I like an audience. Weird. Look where I am. Thank you. Hi. How am I supposed to open this whole thing? Carry on, ask me a question.
Hi, my name is Alexa. I know that you love TV shows, and I'm just wondering, if you could guest star in any TV show, what would it be?
Oh my god, how long have we got? Obviously, Game of Thrones. You know, because of English. Already halfway there. But I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't mind just popping in to Seattle Grace for Grey's Anatomy. Love me some Grace. I know, I'd love to. She's so cute. I love her. But yeah, those two are probably my top 2 picks. Thank you. Hi.
Hi Bex, my name is Abby. Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Me too.
I can't do it right now.
Pitching.
I just want to say you've been such an inspiration to me personally. Earlier this year I was going through a lot of rough stuff and you really helped me through it, so thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome.
My question is, since Regina split herself during season 6,
Yeah.
if Zelina split herself, what would her split personality be like?
Crazy number 1 and crazy number 2. Hashtag meds, hashtag take them. I was really hoping that they were going to split Zelina into the Wicked Witch and Zelina, and then there'd be like a massive fight between the evil Queen Regina, Zelina, and the Wicked Witch all in one scene. That would have been and it didn't, but whatever. It could always happen again in season 7. But I would have liked to have done that split, to have Greenie and Whitey in the same scene. You know what I mean? That would have been brilliant. But definitely did. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Take care of yourself. Hello.
Hi, my name's Tammy. I'm from North Carolina, and that's my daughter Zoe. And
Hi, Zoe.
Red jacket. She was too shy to come up, so at risk of mortifying her in front of like a
Too late.
Last year, you had really great messages about anti-bullying and your experiences. Can you share other positive words of encouragement for young ladies around her age, so 11, middle school?
In terms of being bullied, you mean?
No, just positive messages like, you know, self-image, shyness, coming out of your shell, because you've done very well for yourself.
Well, I think, I don't know who bought me this, but I don't know if it was my mum or someone bought me a magnet that I had on my fridge for years, but one of my favourite quotes is, "Comparison is the thief of joy." And I think, you know, growing up, you know, especially with like body image and stuff like that, you would always, I mean, I would always compare myself to things in magazines, and it's even worse now, because when I was a model when I was younger, this was like before all that massive retouching came along, and now you don't look anything, I mean, the person's completely different. You know, the teeth are really white, the eyes are, the whites of the eyes are really white. So I think just comparing yourself to any images that you're seeing on a computer or online, they're all completely fake, all of them. I mean, I remember once I did a photo shoot and my arms were like these weird twigs, and I felt sick, I'm like, those aren't my arms. It made me feel really uncomfortable, but I think the most important thing is to just be yourself, because the older you get, it's like you don't want to be like everybody else. Like when I was bullied when I was little for having red hair, I just thought, oh, why can't I be a blonde? You know, or a brunette like a normal person. Why do I have to be a ginger freak with horrible freckles? Because I hated being terrorised at school, but now I love being a ginger freak with stupid freckles. But, you know, the older you get, the more you're like, I don't want to be like anybody else. Like, you want to be different, and you know, the pain that you go through and the scars that you have define who you are. And I think that the more messed up and your life is, or the painful things that happen to you, you infinitely become more interesting, and you've got better stories, and it makes you a full person. But be yourself. And also, if you're getting bullied, tell someone. That's the most important thing. If you're ever being abused or shamed or whatever, you have to tell somebody. Never ever suffer in silence, because I made that mistake, and you never feel so alone and heavy and depressed. So if anyone's mean to you, immediately tell someone that loves you very much, so you're not alone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello.
Oh, your royal wickedness, you're looking as royal as ever today.
Stop it.
So, my question is, if Robin Hood hadn't died, would Zelina have still named the baby Robin, or would she have named the baby Cora, or?
Probably not. Probably pistachio. It's got a real ring to it. You're definitely not going to get bullied being called pistachio. A simple, simple life. No, I think that was really beautiful. I remember when I first read that script of Robin's funeral, and I told Regina that I decided to make a Robin, and I mean, I'm getting like choked up now. But I thought that was really beautiful. You know, even just as, you know, Sean's my mate, it was like a nod and an homage to one of my best friends. I thought that was really sweet. So I definitely think that Zelina chose Robin after everything that had got, you know, she'd done to him and all the awful things that had happened. It was a nice sort of closure to honour him in memoriam forever by giving her daughter, or their daughter, his name. I thought that was really sweet. Thank you.
Thanks, Beth.
Cheers, mate.
Hi. Hi, Bex. I'm Steph. I was wondering, where's the funniest place you've ever been recognized by a fan?
Probably a toilet. Probably at a convention. Sometimes the loos that we have at conventions are really, really, really far away from the green room because we're backstage and there might not be one. And so sometimes I'm like, I cannot do that walk anymore, especially if I'm in heels. So sometimes I snuck into just normal toilets in hotels and like hide and go to the loo and wait for people to come out and then just come out into the loo like, ah! I love practical jokes. I love scaring people. So I like, standing next to someone, they're washing their hands at a convention, they're like, oh my god! No one wants to get into someone that was in full-on Zelina, like cosplay. Like, hi. It was funny. Probably a toilet. Thank you. Now I'm away. Oh.
Hey, Beth.
Hi.
So you said before that it takes hours to become Zelina. So you must be in makeup for like hours and hours. How do you fill that time in? What's your relationship like with your stylist and such? It must be a very close relationship.
You're so tight. Are you friends? You're right. It takes hours and hours and hours. But I mean, I'm not the green wicked witch all the time. It's the least I am. Like I'm white most of the time. Through the tan. I glow in the dark. It takes from like arriving at work to being on set. It probably takes 3 hours to become the Wicked Witch. But I spend most of my time with the makeup artist, obviously, because that's the longest part, more so than the stylist or the hair people. And we listen to music, we drink coffee, and we have to do it on our own so we don't gas everybody else with the paint fumes. So we're slowly, getting really sick and poisoning our lungs, and everyone else is fine, which is really important. But we are very, very close because she and I get to be in this little rickety old makeup trailer by ourselves, so we've become very close because we've spent a lot of hours together, so we're sort of like little therapists for each other. It's really, I actually treasure that time, it's really nice. Thank you.
Aw, thank you.
You're welcome. Hello.
Hi. I was wondering if you've ever done any musical theater shows, and if so, which ones?
Have you heard of, what's it called? Once Upon a Time? There was this, I don't know if you've seen it, we did a musical episode. That's literally all I've done. That was the first time I've ever sung in my life, in my career, and it was definitely one of the best days of my life. I think we should do another one! It was so much fun. Thank you. Hello.
Hi. What inspired you to become an actor?
I think I just always, I came out of the womb with jazz hands. Like, I'm here. I've always been sort of loud and silly and annoying, and I didn't really understand why, and I thought I was adopted, because my family are really quiet. And then my German family said I belonged in the circus, but I'm fine. A bit harsh. But no, I would just always watch telly when I was little, and just think, I want to be on telly like those kids. And then I had no idea how I was going to do it, but it was weird. It was like it was always inside me, like I had to be on TV. So I think it was in my blood. I was born this way. Thank you. You're really cute. Hello.
Hey Rebecca, I was wondering if Mark was on Once Upon a Time, would it be more fun for him to be friend or foe?
Being foes with someone is so much more fun than being friends. I mean, you're friends in real life. Like, you're nice in real life. I would love to play opposite Mark and just completely hate each other. Probably be very cathartic for the relationship. Hopefully we'll bring it home with us, So, thank you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Delilah, and I was wondering if Robin was still alive, do you think that would affect Zelina's story?
Yeah, I think we'll have to co-parent. I think it would massively affect the storyline because at least Zelina can do whatever she wants. I think that would have been lots of different drama where they have to share custody, But absolutely, yes, it would absolutely affect my storyline if my baby daddy was still in the picture. For real. Baby mama drama. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Emily. My question is, besides Wicked Always Wins, what's your favorite song from the musical episode, and can you sing part of it?
Well, obviously Lana's is ridiculous. It's so good. But I'm not going to do it because she's better at it than I am. I really liked, I'm not going to lie, sometimes, weirdly, when I plug in my phone in my car, for some reason my car decides that it wants to listen to A Happy Beginning. Every time! It's weird, but not like at the beginning. It always starts with Ginny's line, which is like, we'll be together, a long time wish come true. And then Josh comes in, what makes it even better? The story starts anew. I love it, and when I do it, I do everybody's voices. So I think Happy Beginning is my second favorite. Thank you. Oh yeah.
Hi, I'm Daniela. I was wondering how difficult it is to film the scenes where you're flying on the broomstick.
Oh, they're my favourite. They're really easy. I have to wear like a diaper. Not because I'm scared. It's sort of like a harness thing, so I have to wear a bigger Wicked Witch costume so that this diaper thing fits underneath. And then they just sort of hook me and pull me up from my hips. It's wicked. There's like a huge round crane, and they just pull me up into the sky, and then you just move with it. I mean, they're doing all the work, let's be honest, the men that are running around. And then if they're taking me around on a flight, like in the musical, we did it on blue screen, so there's a guy in a full-on like blue leotard. Poor guy, and I think he had like nose, like holes to breathe. He was just running around and pulling me around in a blue leotard. I'm literally just going, wee! It's pathetic. And they're working a lot harder than underneath me. My little flying monkeys. Thank you. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering if Zelina was stranded on an island, what 5 things would she have with her?
Zelina? Or me? Very different things, I'm sure. A monkey. To like go and get bananas, some food. Definitely her iPad, so she can watch Netflix. Her baby Robin. I don't need to bring milk because maybe what's in there. iPad, what did I say? iPad, baby, monkey, broomstick, and maybe a hot love interest? Just in case the nights get cold and she'd be warm at night. Thank you. Write that down. Hi.
Hi Bex, my name is Angelica, and I was wondering, how has becoming a rising star impacted you in a positive way?
Am I a rising star? Oh my god! That's amazing! Put it on a t-shirt. Wait, are you saying how has being on the telly affected my life?
Impacted you in a positive way?
Oh! I mean, hanging out with you lot? I would say becoming well-known and becoming more well-known for being part of this show has been probably one of the greatest moments in my life. And it's still happening, and it will stay with me for the rest of my life. I think meeting all of you and all of us sharing our stories at these conventions and online on social media is really special. And when we can come together and actually be supportive of one another when we're going through difficult times, you really do feel the love. And if you just ignore the hate and focus on all the people that are coming together in a positive way, there has been such a support system for so many people, and so many people have become friends because of this show. And like all over the world, we go around and be like, oh, we've met, and I'm from Poland, and she's from Paris, and we came together at this convention because of your show. So the fact that our show has helped build these relationships is pretty magical. I love it. That's the best thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much, I love you.
Love you too. Hello.
Hi Rebecca, I was wondering, my name's Shannon, I was wondering if you could pick any TV character or movie character to be in Once Upon a Time, who would it be and why?
What about the little guy from Game of Thrones? His name? Oh, and he'd have to definitely keep his English accent. And I'd love to just always like have him on my hip in a scene. He'd be really just like, shut up. I mean, wouldn't that be fun? Oh, like a little minion with some wings, another flying monkey. I pick him. Thank you. I'm not leaving, I just need a drink. Because the table's really far away. Hi.
Hi. My question was, the Wicked Witch is a character that's been around since the book was released in 1900. I'm curious to know...
Do I need a new night cream? Carry on.
I'm curious to know how you approached taking on a character that's that iconic, that's been around for over a century and been done in so many different ways, how you found your version of that character.
Actually, I tried not to research it too much because I didn't want to copy all the other actresses that had portrayed it in different ways, like both, with Wicked the musical and then the original films and then the more recent ones, with James Franco and everything. So I just really tried to not watch everything again when I got the part because I was nervous to copy anything they were doing. So I literally just took the writing, my knowledge and understanding of what the character was, and then just put some little British green hot sauce on the top and just prayed it worked. A lot of prayer involved. Like, I hope this isn't rubbish. That's it, really.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I was wondering if you could be any Disney princess, which one would you be?
I mean, probably because of my big ginger bush Ariel. I like Ariel. I know all the words to that musical. I love it, love it, love it. Little Mermaid.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, Max. Okay, sorry, I'm really nervous. I love you so much. If you could change one storyline on the show, what would it be and why?
Change. I don't know, maybe Haley's not breaking my heart. Just change a story? I don't know if I would. Because then we wouldn't all be here and, I don't know. I don't think I would. Because it's the same as having like regrets in life. What's the point? You know, things happen, you make mistakes, but then if you hadn't made them, then you wouldn't be here today. So, hashtag surrender. Hashtag no regrets. Life's too short. Thank you. Love you too.
I love you, Bex!
I love you more! Hi.
Hi, Bex. I'm Grace, and I'm wondering what was your favorite acting experience you've had besides Once Upon a Time?
Probably when I died on Lost. Was it like chocolate before dinner? We have to go back! Lost was one of the greatest shows. If you've never seen it, please crash it on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, don't crash it on Netflix. But I would say, I mean, being on that show was amazing. We shot in Hawaii, Crimea River. I mean, my God, I got to live in Hawaii. But I really enjoyed my, the episode that I died in, I called it my death-isode. I really liked, that was probably one of the most amazing days at work, and it was a really noisy crew, because they've been on the show together for 6 years, they're all mates, they're all from the island, they're all surfer dudes, so they were really chatty and noisy. So I remember the day I died, I said to the director, can you do me a favour, when I die in about 15 minutes, can you get rid of everybody? And just have a closed set and just like the camera guy, like the minimum amount of people. So they sent all the guys to lunch early, and I died with like 6 people there. You could hear a pin drop in the jungle for the first time ever. And it allowed me to just sort of do a better performance and just really lose myself in it. So I'd say that. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi. I'm wondering, what's your favorite part of having red hair?
You're a redhead, aren't you? Yes. You're amazing. Ginger's rule. I hated having red hair up until I was 19 and I moved to America. Because you can be a redhead in America and people think it's cool, because in England you get abused when you have red hair. Like, people really, really bully you for having red hair. It's really weird. People don't believe me. I'm like, no, it's actually a thing. So I was really bullied growing up having red hair. And I always thought about going blonde or brunette or whatever. And I remember the first time I moved to New York, and I was walking down the Broadway, and this guy walked past me. He's like, "Yo, Red, what is up?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm Red." Oh my God! And he was like, "Damn, girl!" I'm like, "What?" God bless America, and I've never left because of that. Then I'm hot here. I am here. But yeah, Red is in that wizard. Thank you. Gorgeous hair, gorgeous girl. Hello.
Hi, Bex. I'm Kira. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I was wondering, I like to act myself, and I was wondering what acting programs did you participate in when you were a kid?
None. There really weren't any. I think the only thing I did when I was at school was just drama class. Didn't really do anything else. But I did drama at school up until I was 18, and I loved it. And it was really the only part of school that I liked, particularly after like art and English. I was rubbish at everything else. Failed science, it's fine. I actually got double D's. How you doing? I didn't do anything extracurricular, but if there is something in your area, you should absolutely do it. Like, do it at school, do it outside of school. And you've got that kind of like stage presence. I can feel it from here, so I think you're going to do really well. And never give up. Love you too. Good luck, darling. Hello.
Hi, I'm Maddie, and my question is, what would be on the gag reel of your life?
My life. Well, two things. One, I love your name. Maddie was the name of my blankie when I was little. Mummy, where's my Maddie? She's like, you're sitting on it. The gag reel of my life. If there was just a gag reel, I mean, of my life, it would be all the stupid things I do, the falling and the tripping and everything else. But I would say, if I could just do a gag reel of all the times I've forgotten my lines or once upon a time, that would be a wicked blooper reel, because I can't do it here. But the minute I forget a line, you're supposed to go, line, and then they give you the line, but I can't do that, I automatically swear. And it's pretty harsh. And people are like, whoa, and I'm like, what is it? And then I go back to what I was doing. But they can't put any of my stuff on the blooper reel, and at the rap party at the end of season 6, I was in that blooper reel. And then I saw the one that actually released, I'm like, oh no, I'm not in it anymore. I had to cut all of my potty mouth out of it. So yeah, all gone, on the floor, cutting room floor. Yeah, lots of swearing. Thank you, darling. Hi. Oh look, it's me. Me. You're complete me.
Hi, my name is Abby, and my question is, what's your favorite movie and why?
Ooh, favorite movie. I like films that give me hashtag all the feels, films that make me cry. I love crying. I love crying. My mum, Cora, was in Beaches. Have you seen Beaches? I like films like that. I like to get sad. I don't know what's wrong with me. Thank you. You look amazing. You'll make it. Hello. Hi.
Will we get to see baby Robin grow up, and will she be good or wicked?
That's a lot of spoilers. I can't say. And I know all the answers to all of those questions. I know, it's rubbish. I know. I wish I could tell you. Because you're live tweeting. Dear Disney, guess what that said? You're so fired. Yeah, nice try. I think it's a safe space, and then it's not a safe space. You'll see very, very soon. Very, very soon. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Bex.
Hi.
Who has inspired you the most in your life?
Bella? No, that's a rubbish answer. I think the people that inspire me are people, I love stories about people that have overcome something. So, you know, whenever you watch something on like Dateline or 2020, when someone has gone through something horrendous, lost everything, or something terrible has happened to them and they've come out the other side, people like that really, really, really get me right there. So I would say, like, real people, when you see them on telly that have changed everything, it's like, if they can do that, I can do anything. So I would say probably real people. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Rebecca too. And
Shut up! I love your name and your dress. Carry on.
I was wondering if you are like the person that can like cry on command, or you need to like do something to prepare for that. Like,
I'm a pretty good crier, but it depends on the day. Like sometimes I'm really connected to my emotions, and sometimes I might not be if something's going on in my life. If I feel like I can get there really quickly, then I'll just do it. But if I need an extra hand, then I use music to take me to my, you know, dark place. And I really like, there's two artists that help me cry, and one is Damien Rice, and then the other one is Layla Montaigne. They've got some really great songs that can kind of make you feel very melancholy, which can help me love. Thank you, you're adorable, love you too.
Hi, long time listener.
You are so beautiful.
My question is, you know how you are like the most beautiful, most talented, smartest, funniest, most amazing person in the world?
Yeah.
That's the question.
Oh, I love your question. You can come again.
I love you back.
I love you too. You're beautiful, Zelina.
on to season 7?
I was asked. And I said yes. They asked me, and they're like, do you want to come back? We really miss you. And I'm like, maybe. Yeah. That's literally it. I was missed, so I returned.
My name's Katie. I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Toronto?
Yes, where the World Dodgeball Championships are happening. So in that spirit, I want to know if you had to pick 5 players to be on your dodgeball team from Once Upon a Time to destroy the other team, who would it be?
Evil Queen, Rumpelstiltskin, Cruella. She'd take everybody down, especially after her gin. Yeah, Dark Swan would be good, and Happy. Probably Michael Coleman. He's small, he can just take people out of the knee. You don't see him coming, then poosh, you're down. Wild card, he'd be the wild card. Cheers, mate. Hiya.
Hi, Bex. My name is Joseph, and one thing I want to say is, with this show, my girlfriend and I became close, and without, we wouldn't have got together. And my question is to you: when season 6 ended, do you think Regina and Zelina became closer, or did they go further apart with the hatred they can have for each other? So did they become closer, or did they go further apart?
Well, they became roommates. I don't think it ended in the finale, but I moved back in. You know, at the beginning of season 6, we were living together. In the finale, we moved back in together, but I don't think it made the cut. But we're sisters, and we live together, and we're raising. I think this is how I look back on Storybrooke: is that it's Henry, baby Robin, me and Regina, just like eating pancakes and being a family.
Love you. You said pancakes.
Yeah?
I'm not in hook with pancakes.
What? Am I deaf? It always gets weird with Lana, I don't know why. Thank you for your question. If I loved your girlfriend. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering, if you could give any advice to your teenage self, what would it be?
Oh, God. I don't know. Don't listen to all the haters. Ignore the hate, ignore everybody else, and just hang in there. Because like, when you're younger, like the rest of your life seems really far away, and it's really not. Like I wish I could go back to my 14-year-old self that was miserable and depressed, and just like in a minute, you're going to be 20 and living out of the house and this, that, and the other. And, you know, it's like your teen years move really, really slowly. So I would say if I could go back to my teenage self, it would be like, hang in there, it's all going to be fine. And then you get to be your own person and do you and be in control of your own life and your own destiny, which is amazing. Thank you.